Hi, this is Ben Ivey, the fulfillment artist. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to increase your energy. So I have been focusing on energy like full speed now. I mean, like energy is the priority for me. Why am I saying this? Well, what you didn't know is about 3-4 months ago, I got hit with like the worst virus I've ever had in my entire freaking life. I mean, I was sort of bedridden, feeling incredibly ill for 6 weeks. I mean, this has never happened before. I don't do illness. Illness is not something that I do, right? And I caught it when I was in LA and I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? And I go traveling and it was just, I just had no energy. And I was like, what on earth is wrong? So anyway, since recovering, and I've obviously recovered now because you probably see me traveling all over, I had decided that no, energy is something that's going to be on lockdown. So what I wanted to share in this video is a couple of the insights of how I've been increasing my energy so far. And as I progress with this, I'm going to make a course on energy so you guys can really hit it hard. But in the meantime, I want to give you some golden nuggets that I found, which are just wicked. Okay, so one of the things that I've been testing out, I've only done a couple of times, but it's very good for you, is having warm lemon water in the morning. Now, the reason you don't have boiling hot lemon water is because if you put boiling water onto lemon in the morning, then what happens is it damages all the nutrients and there's no point doing it. So you add cold water first, then warm water, and then you can have that and you have that straight away and then you don't eat food for about half an hour. So I've done that a couple of times. That's been really, really cool. I've literally just been doing that over the past few days. Right? I'm sharing these insights with you as I go, you can tell, right? So that's one of the most recent ones. Other ones I've done is intermittent fasting, okay? I've done it previously, but not as diligently and as like powerfully as I've done now. What I'm doing is I'm doing it a little bit differently to most people. A lot of people start at 12 and then have their last meal at 8. So you have 8 hours of the day where you eat and 16 hours where you don't eat. For myself, because I get up at 5, I have my first meal probably around 8. And then I have my last meal at 4. You're probably thinking, Ben, that's quite antisocial. It is, but then there's some days that I don't do it, right? There's 20/80 with this. And that's been really, really cool. The reason is because previously I used to sort of dip towards the afternoon energy-wise, and I wasn't really sure why. But I didn't feel as on it. I wasn't really there with my clients. I couldn't really have the impact that I would really, really want to have. Whereas in the morning, I'm like full speed ahead. It's go time. So that's how it was. However, now it's starting to be a little bit more balanced. And I used to want to be in like a peak energy throughout the whole day. And I realized that that's never going to happen because a peak by definition is above everything else. So if I was always at a peak, then that would just be the same. So that's interesting. So ultimately what I wanted to do was increase that base of energy. So I knew that my energy was high and then keep the oscillations of when I dip for a much shorter period and then go back up so my energy is high again. So by basically drinking a lot of water in the day, it allows me to radically increase the way that I feel because I'm so hydrated. I actually have my water bottle here. This is my trusty friend. So I have about 2 of these a day and this is about 4 liters. It's unbelievably cool. So now it's around 11. And this is going to be, I think this is my second one already. So I've done about 2.5 liters of water so far. And yeah, it's been really, really cool. So hydrate, get more water in. It's awesome. Next, exercise. So what am I playing around with at the moment? Exercise. As you know, I started training for a triathlon. And what I worked out was the way in which they train with the Iron Cowboy is that they do 80% of their exercise in low intensity and they do 20% moderate to high intensity. So why am I telling this? Because previously when I did body transformations and I've been going to the gym quite a lot, I would hit the gym hard. I mean, every day I'm like pounding as much as I could. However, what I realize now is that would actually cause me to be more tired because I'm really breaking down my muscle. Now, it's good in a way to build muscle. However, from an energetic perspective, it's not good because it's causing me to feel a lot of stress and I don't have that time to recover. So when I started to introduce the triathlons and the triathlon training, I started to do like a run for an hour, but I'd spend it in different zones. So there'd be some zones where I'd be pretty like relaxed, it'd just be really low intensity. I could do it all day. And then it'd be like zone 2, which is a bit more, but still low intensity. So I would spend most of my time there. And that was really, really interesting because I wouldn't, it's weird. Like I didn't feel as tired as I thought I'd need to be, but my body was feeling exercise. So it made me feel good, which is pretty fascinating because I think sometimes, especially with all the, oh my God, there's so much information on energy. Don't get me started on this is good for you, this is good for you, this is good. Just cut that crap, okay? When I come out and I saw this program and I get this ready, I'm telling you now that there is going to be no one on the planet that's going to be able to digest as much information as I have on energy by the time it's released next year. I'm telling you now, I am so excited. However, in the meantime, I am experimenting. So with that said, practice doing some exercising, so we're hitting maybe 5-6 times a week, but low intensity, about half an hour, 15 minutes, half an hour each day, or up to 45 to an hour. And that's really, really cool. So yeah, that's on the exercise perspective. Diet perspective. So I've been playing around with a couple of different things. So I looked at something called the Primal Blueprint. Check it out. I looked at something called alkalizing your body, alkaline versus acid. Interesting stuff. That's kind of like the paleo diet. I mean, a lot of these diets are so bloody similar, it's kind of annoying. However, what I'm testing out is I'm seeing how my body reacts and seeing what gives me more energy, what gives me less energy. At the moment, I'm still eating meat for the next few weeks. And then fish is obviously very good with the omega-3s. And then I'm going to cut out meat, keep with the fish, keep up the protein, have more tofu and things like that, and see how I feel once I've eliminated meat from my diet completely. Because I sometimes go back and forth. So I'm interested to see how I feel. I've noticed that I've had a bit of brain fog after eating meat on certain days. I've definitely, the things that I've definitely done is I've cut out breads, pastas, rice. That's been really cool. Oh, sorry, I haven't mentioned this. Basically, I'm teaching my body to burn fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates. So I've spoken to a few different experts about this. Some say carbs, some say fats. We're experimenting. So I'll let you know in due course what I think. Ultimately, right now, I can see why burning fat is better and more efficient because it's just pretty cool, right? You just feel different. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the big one. So in essence now, from a macro perspective, I'm having about 100 grams to 150 grams of carbs a day. My protein's still pretty high, about 150 grams perhaps. And then all the rest is fat, basically. And I'm just seeing what it's like energy-wise. I'm keeping fitish, not as fit as I've been, just because I hurt my rib the other day going go-karting, typical. But I'm feeling better and I'm slowly moving back into it, which is nice. So ultimately, these are some of the best core tips that I have on energy. Anything else? Yes. In the evening, make sure that you stop looking at screens around an hour before bed. You're going to say it's difficult. Is that possible? Either way, it's really, really good for you. I have early nights. It makes me feel really energized and awesome. Please, please, please do that. Some other things for energy, just because I'll mention it. If you've been to the Fulfillment Artist Intensive Seminar, you'll know about Daily Power. Holy shit, Daily Power is amazing. In essence, it's just conditioning your mind in the morning. So you wake up, you do your Daily Power. It takes about maybe 10, 20 minutes. Bam, and then you're ready to go. And it consists of a series of affirmations, of looking at your values, your beliefs, what you want to represent, what your mission is, who you are, what's your identity. And you include those things in the morning. You hit that Daily Power, bam, you are ready to rock and roll. It's so cool. So I've been doing that each day. Once again, with everything that I'm saying, 20-80 principle, right? I'm not going to be doing these all the time, but I'm doing it most of the time. And that's where it's going to make the biggest difference. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am up to now on energy. That's the first sort of big update. I'm going to let you know maybe in 3, 4, 5 months time how I'm getting on with this. Do another video to give you some more little fun golden nuggets you can play around with. I'm also doing a fast. That's coming up soon. I've never really fasted before. So I'm excited to see what that does for me. Anything else I'm experimenting with? Yeah, the alkalinity, having loads of veg. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Use some of those golden nuggets because I think you may find them very helpful. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll speak to you very soon. And also share this with anyone who you think is going to benefit energy-wise from it. I know there's a lot that I said, but honestly, you make a few of these tweaks, you are ready to rock and roll. Okay. Oh, last one before I go, just because I remembered. If you've hung on this long, you've done well. And that is that one of the things that I've noticed is that, as you know, like last year, I released the ULM system, okay? So this is like managing all the different areas of my life. Oh my gosh, I just don't have as much stress anymore because I know what I'm doing and I've got all my areas and I'm managing my time like a G. Managing your time, oh my gosh, what that does for your energy when I'm not stressed and I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. No, I know it's going to get done because it's all managed and scheduled. Holy moly, that is going to do so much for your energy. I completely forgot about that. I apologize. Right, with that said, I'm going to go. Have an amazing day. Speak to you soon. Bye.